Hello and what is up, everybody? Cliff Biggs here with something you wasn't probably expecting, and that is this case here. So I just went ahead and upgraded my computer case as well as a motherboard in there. And I gotta say, so this is a new Fractal design Torrent compact. So first of all, it looks good, but a few things. It's clearly a product of, let's say, Terrace, because I'm pretty sure this is probably supposed to be like an $80, $90 case that they slapped a $150 slash $180 price tag on because of price of everything going up. Because some of the things is like the plastic here, very nice, but you know, you can get it to bend in certain places. Yeah, there we go. So you can get the plastic to bend in certain places here. There's other places where the metal's not quite painted. Some of these lines are like very harshly cut. As you can see, like right here, that's uneven. So it's not like quite up to a finish of a $100 case, but that's not the main point. As for building in it, so this took me like 2 hours. I will say cable management. When you have RGB, cable management becomes something of a dream or a pipe dream, to put it like perspective. So not having a basement makes it really hard to hide those cables. I wish like what they would have done was include a bar here that would be able to hide it a bit more. But yeah, as you can kind of see, oh shit, I just noticed that cable's like really close to my fan. I'm going to fix that. Fucking hell, gosh, fucking darn it. But yeah, as you can kind of see, cables everywhere. Gotta fix that cable. As much as I try to make it neat, that's just not possible to do. Because you really don't have any way to really hide that cable. I mean, if you just ignore that, you look at the graphic card up, it looks very clean. But the moment you see that bottom fan there, you got front panel connectors that you can't really hide. You have like RGB cables, like yeah, these are RGB fans. So you got like two cables per RGB. Then you got like fan splitters. I mean, part of that's just the motherboard because it has like this really horrible thing where they put the bloody flan cable thingy over here because fucking Asus and gosh darn you fucking bullshit. How dare you? Like who does that? It's like yeah. So there's like a fan thing there. So I got going to a splitter. And that's how I have it, like, controlling my front two fans here. And then down here is like the rest of the shiz. So as you can see, HD audio. Now, here's a strange thing. It has two 12-volt RGB and then one 5-volt digital RGB. Like, that should really be reversed. Get with the time Asus. What the fucking hell? Oh, this is the Asus Tough B550M Plus Wi-Fi motherboard. Yeah, I don't know what that fuck the name is either. But yeah, then you have all the SATAs, because I do have like a lot of SATAs. Got like 3 drives in this computer: my boot drive, my scratch disk, and my main disk for all my games. As for the specs of the computer, so it's a Ryzen R5 5600X sitting under a Noctua. The fuck is this cooler? Noctua, these nuts. H12. No, that's not it. Fucking hell. It's sitting under a Noctua cooler, okay? Get off my back. Oh, Noctua NHU12A Pro Max. That's why it's all blacked out. Looks very good. Very quiet. Like I would say, Noctua, like this whole entire thing feels premium, okay? The size feels premium. There's like no sharp edges. Then you got like the fans on there. My fans fucked up. Fuck, my fans are fucked up. I gotta fix that. Damn it. Yeah, I just noticed that side's like a little bit higher than that side. Shit. Well, I gotta fix that. Then I have like Corsair 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, 3600 megahertz, Castlane C18 22 because fucking hell, that's all I can get. Damn it, Best Buy. As for GPU, it's just all a brick of gold, okay? Who gives a fuck what the GPU is? It's 2020, you can't get money. No, I'm just fucking with you. It's an Radeon RX 5700, not the X version, because I want to save $20 because I bought this like new when it was like $360 something dollars. It was like the XX was $350, this was $330. I got this to save like $20, and I was like, yeah, my cheap ass should have got the XT. Probably would be able to pay like 1440p better if I did that. I wasn't being a cheap bitch. Oh well, you live and you learn. And as for the fans here, so this does come with some huge honking ass fans. Like, look at the size of this. Holy shit, it's also fucking heavy as all fucking hell. But yeah, not using that shit. So I'm using the Fantex DRGB SL fans. So they light up very well. They're super bright. They're quiet. As you can tell, the system is running. Can't hear shit. That's how fucking good it is. But other than that, I will say the case looks good. I am not sure how I feel about like tempered glass on this side, because you know it's tempered fucking glass. Why the hell do I need that on my cables? I would just prefer a metal panel over there if it would have brought the price down a bit. Also, a bit of a thicker metal, because this metal feels slightly flimsy in certain places. I don't know. And also sharp. Like this mesh in the back, it feels like, first of all, fucking plastic. Second of all, it's like surprisingly sharp, and it's actually hurting my fingers rubbing against it. So I would have liked like nicer finish on the metal, a metal like backplate rather than the tempered glass. And maybe even like a bar just going down here. That way you can hide the cables better. I'm not even sure if like Fractal's not even see this video. Fractal's, I don't give a fuck. Okay, also, what the hell is this? You know, what is this for? Like, you got this giant space here. What the hell are you doing with this? Are you trying to pretend like people oracle? Like, I'm sorry, if you're oracling this, the fuck you are, a masochist? You barely got any damn space to go from like left to the fucking right. You know, like, look at this. Oh, my fingers. Oh yeah, this is so much space. Is this for a 5.5-inch drive? Like, do I put a DVD player here? You know, I gotta take the top off, open it up, put the DVD in, close it, put the top back on. You know, is that what this is for? Because I'm pretty sure if I just cut this stupid thing for like a fill port here, I can put a 5.25-inch bay right here. In fact, this might even be where I can put the hard drives. Speaking of the hard drive, one bit of a wee problem with the included 3.5-inch hard drive cage. Yeah, so as you can see, it sits on top of those connectors for my power supply. So if you have a modular power supply, you gotta use this. Yeah, you're gonna be cramping down on those connectors, and that might cause your system not to boot like mine was, because it wouldn't send the right power, and I'm glad nothing fried, because everything in this fucking computer is pretty much irreplaceable right now. It's 2022. So this thing is, yeah, you may want to lift this whole entire thing up a bit. Fractal Design, if you're listening, you're probably not. You don't give a fuck. I'm a nobody to you. That's okay. I can live with that. But yeah, so if you want to use this, keep that in mind. If you're using a modular power supply, like I am, this is the EVJ Supernova 750 8 plus gold. Is that 8 plus gold? Yeah, it's 8 plus gold. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking like this. I don't give a shit. But yeah, so keep that in mind. This thing is not compatible with any type of power supply that might have modular connectors that go above this here. So if your cables are connected, you might be okay. Like, you know, if you have that big sprawling thing going out, but yeah, this is a fully modular power supply, or maybe if they're lower down, you'll be okay. But yeah, Fractal Design should really look into that, because apparently anything that's like above this is just, no, you will have issues booting if you try to put this in. Now, it looks like it all would fit if it's just higher. So, you know, make it higher. Maybe make this whole entire cage just stretch out to the front completely, get rid of this stupid fill port. Or maybe make it a smaller fill port to right here. That way you have more cables. I mean, you have more space to shove in, like thicker or like harder to maneuver cables, because the back won't get on if you try to crush those cables down too much. You know, because luckily I got the back on there. It was a pain in the fucking ass. I did have to use the screw. I know it's supposed to be all screwless and you can just do it without tools. No, I have to use that fucking screw. But other than that, the case looked good. Those are my only requests. I gotta fix that fucking fan. Fucking. But yeah, so this is a, I don't know, consumer review. I mean, I actually bought the damn thing. I mean, this is a real PC, you know. Ain't cherry picked with computer parts that was given to me. I bought everything you see in this fucking case here. probably $1,000 computer now. I think about $1,000 plus if you take a monitor. You know, like what the fuck is this going for? $800? Yeah, probably $2,000 computer when you think about it. But holy fucking shit, that's a lot of money. I can pay my rent with that. But yeah, that's all I want to say about this. Oh yeah, the 8-pin power supply connector. Yeah, maybe make that hole a bit wider so you can actually get the 8-pin cable too. Luckily, I have a modular power supply, so I was able to plug that in and route the cable through. But if you didn't have modular, and let's say you put this in first, and then you try to get that cable too, that might be hell on earth. So you might want to plug in that cable first before you put your motherboard in. I don't know, like, that's just a little bit awkward. It's just not really enough space to maneuver and get like a hand in there because, you know, that's typically where the 8-pin goes. In fact, I didn't think about, like, you know, spacing for the fucking 8-pin. Just like, the hell. But yeah, other than that, if I had to rate this case between the past case I have, which I have built in a Fantex P200A, I believe. No, this P200, and a Fractal Design Meshify C compact, Meshify C, as well as some Roseville case I forgot. Because honestly, it's Roseville. Who gives a fuck about what the case is? It's Roseville. Yeah, and so yeah, I'll give it like a solid 8 out of 10. It's not completely noobish friendly, but it's enough space to get your hands in tight places. So if you have like big freakish hands like mine, look at these fucking hands, you should be able to do it like a nice build. By the way, if you want like fans at the bottom, you have to go micro ATX. Full size ATX will not fit if you look at those PCIe brackets. Also, you gotta take out the fucking case feet to put those fans in there. That kind of seems like, I don't know, bad design. Because you gotta take out the case feet and the rail for the front filter. By the way, you gotta take off the front to get the rail for this bottom here. Because it doesn't come out the back and it doesn't come out the side. And you know, for something like this where you would legit put fans in the bottoms like I have to directly coil your GPU, this should have been like a side exit. Like, you know, you could be able to pull it out this way, or, you know, put it down a little bit lower, or I don't know, make a slot in the front of this so you can just like pull it out somehow without taking off the front. I do say this looks fucking amazing though. Like this effect, just with the fans and the RGB going through those like slots. Looks good, look good. But yeah, I know this place is a fucking mess. Get off my back, okay? I don't have a fucking studio, alright? But on that, that's all I gotta say. You know, it looks good. Some of the materials feel a little bit cheap for the price. I'm pretty sure once the world's normalized, this will be like an $80, $90 case. Because this obviously is not worthy of like the $100 price tier it's currently in. Unless they do some modifications like... into metal because the back glass is fucking pointless. And figure out a way to mount like bottom fans, like maybe you have a fan bracket down here that you can just pull out, mount your fans to, slide it back in, and then screw it down in the corners. Something way better than taking off your feet and your rail, as well as a side exhaust for the filter here. Rather be this side or that side, doesn't matter. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Other than that, thank you for watching, I guess. Subscribe, like the video, share with Fractal, share with your friends. I don't give a fuck. Have a good day. Bye, internet.